Thank you. Chalo, let's start. So today we'll start with the chapter on sets. A few books already, a few books label this chapter as set theory. Okay, and generally this is the first chapter going into the syllabus of class 11. Okay, so how do these chapters work? This is a very elementary chapter. I will not categorize it as simple. I'll call it elementary because this is a chapter जिसका concepts will require throughout our syllabus. Okay, so basic stuff but very important. Let us take it one by one. First of all, what is a set? A set is a collection of objects which are well defined. Can you please repeat, Tilottama?
A set is a collection of objects which is well defined.
Which are well defined. Very nice. So, what do I mean by collection of objects? First of all, let's say I have a basket, and in that basket, I keep, let's say, a mango, a banana, and a orange. So, what can I call that basket?
Fruit basket.
Fruit basket, absolutely. So, it is well defined. But let's say I have a collection of objects, a basket again, which has one flower of rose, one, let's say, marigold flower, one packet of biscuit, one can of Coke, and two bananas. What would you call that basket?
We can't name it.
We can't name it, so therefore it is not a set. Did you understand that?
Yes.
Secondly, a set has to be well defined. So I'll ask you a question. It's an open-ended question. Okay. So Tilottama, can you tell me? Can you name your favorite writer to me? Any author that you think is the best?
J.K. Rowling.
Okay. Um, let's say one more.
Rick Riordan.
Now, these are authors of very popular books, right? And extremely good authors. But is it not possible that I have not even heard of their name?
Yeah.
Possible. I probably don't like storybooks. I've never read a novel in my life. I'm not literate even possible. So I'm a mathematician. I may not like English at all. I may be from a Hindi medium background. I've never read English books. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when I asked you for a very good book or a very good author, you took two names, but those names probably were not even known to me. So for me, were they good authors?
No.
No. So it is subjective. Something which is very good to you might not be so good to me.
Yeah.
So it is not a well-defined set. Do you understand? A collection of authors is not a well-defined set. Can you give me example of two actors that you like?
Shah Rukh Khan and Amir Khan.
Okay. Shah Rukh Khan and Amir Khan. But I am more into South Indian movies. Let's say Rajnikant and Kamal Hassan. Possible?
Yes.
I will not have a liking for these heroes.
No.
Right? So basically, my choice of movie watching and your choice of movie watching were totally different, distinct ekdam.
Yes.
So that is where sets ka concept comes in. Ki the collection of good actors is not well defined. Did you get an idea?
Yes.
Similarly, if I ask for two rich people in India, two very rich people in India,
Ambani and Birla.
Ambani and Birla, but there might be people who are richer than them. There might be people who are rich in knowledge compared to them. You are talking about people who are rich in value, right? Money.
Yes.
But by rich, I could have meant knowledge.
Yes.
I could have meant good looks. I could have meant brain. I could have meant anything, right? Probably a very rich person would be a person who is very generous in distributing money. So it's a person's outlook, how you look at rich. Understand? So again, rich people is not a well-defined set. Do you understand? So let us take some well-defined sets, which we now understand. Three alphabets.
ABC.
ABC. Now it is well defined. As soon as you say ABC, I know these are the first three alphabets. Clearly defined, no confusion in my mind. Got that? That is a set.
Yeah.
Another example would be three prime numbers, please.
235.
2, 3, 5. Is one a prime number?
No.
No, one is not a prime number. So 2, 3, 5. This set is again a well-defined set. बात समझ में आया?
Yes.
Can I call A, B, 25 as a set?
No.
No. But can I call A, B, C as a set?
Yeah.
Very nice. Let us take some illustrations, some examples. A collection of vowels in the English alphabet contains 5 elements: A, E, I, O, U. These 5 alphabets collectively is a part of a set. Yes or no?
Yes.
And they are well defined. As soon as I say vowels from the English alphabet, you know which alphabets am I talking about, right?
Yes.
So it's a set. You got the idea?
Yes.
Next, the collection of odd numbers less than 10. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Yeah.
Now, let's say, just let's hypothecate, let's imagine that I do not mention this, less than 10. So I say a collection of odd natural numbers. So what will be my answer?
It could be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, or it could be 11 or 13, 15,
So it's an
17.
infinite set, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, dot, dot, dot. My question is that a set?
It is a set.
It is a set, very good. But the number of elements are infinity. So be it, problem kya hai? Right? Good. A collection of prime numbers, is it a set? Yes. A collection of prime numbers less than 20, is that a set? Yes.
Yes.
दोनों में difference क्या है? When I say a
One is
collection of,
finite, one is infinite.
excellent. So this one, less than 20, is a finite set.
It's finite.
It contains these elements. Okay? The ones which were not less than 20, or I mean, I did not mention any criteria. So prime numbers would be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, and so on till infinity. So that's an infinite set. Very good answer. Next. All possible roots of this equation. So we have been given an equation, and the roots of this equation we'll have to find out and then comment whether it is a set. So by solving this equation using the concept of quadratic equations, you will get x is equal to -2 and x is equal to 3.
Yeah.
Now these are two solutions of an equation. So it is a set. Very good. Now I'll raise another question to you, Tilottama. You try and answer this. Okay? A collection of people having height more than 10 meters.
It is a set.
It is a set. How many elements do you think this set will contain?
Infinite.
No, no, no. More than 10 meters.
10 meters. 10 meters. Sorry. It would have like quite a few number. Like.
No. Human being, person like you and me having a height more than 10 meters. 10 meters is the height of a building.
One or two, the tallest.
Have you ever seen what is your height approximately?
165 centimeters.
165 centimeter. Have you ever met a person with a height of 1000 meters?
No.
Then 1000 centimeters, I mean 10 meters, you have never met a person with that height, right? So there is no possibility of finding such a person. So it will be a null set, an empty set.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So it is possible for a set to be empty. Such sets are called empty sets or null sets. We'll come to them. We'll come to them very quickly. Next. The collection of all rivers in India. Will it be a set, yes or no?
Yes, it will be a set.
It will be a set. The collection of all people in India.
It is a set.
It is a set. A collection of all people throughout the globe, throughout the planet Earth.
It is a set.
It is a set. Very good answer. Very good. 5 most talented writers of the country.
It's not a set since it can change from person to person's perspective.
It cannot change, but it can depend upon person to person. Their views will be different. Good.
Yeah.
A collection of most dangerous animals.
That could also be depend on people's perspective.
So it is not a set. For example, a person like me is even scared of cats, but there might be a person who play with tigers. They don't care. They play with snakes, right?
Yeah.
A collection of 5 most renowned mathematicians. Same, not a set.
Same.
A collection of all beautiful girls of India. Again, not a set because beautiful, rich, good-looking, black, white, ugly, nice smell. These are abstract terms, right? So not a set. But if I tell you blind people, is it a set? Yes or no?
It is a set.
It is a set. If I say illiterate people, that is also a set.
And also,
Because उनको पढ़ाई लिखाई आता नहीं है, they never went to school. Retired people, yes. Whatever can be counted meaningfully is a set.
set.
So let us see. This example number 1, question number 1. Try and answer this.
It is a set.
Very good.
What
So
is
we don't
the
need the answers. Just
roast?
Acha, they want it in the roster form, so we need the answers. Sorry, please tell me the answers.
Set of all factors are 24. 1, 2, 4, 6, 12, 8, 14, 24.
So you missed out one number, 3.
Right.
Good. ये क्या होगा? Number C. Integers between -3/2 and 11/2.
I have to calculate that.
Take your time. Just in case you need help, -3/2 means -1.5 and 11/2 means 5.5.
That could be infinite numbers.
No. Integers. मतलब -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. -1, 0, 1.
Did you get this idea? Good.
7.
Correct. Now we'll talk about how do you represent a set. A set can be represented in 2 popular formats. Number 1, set builder notation. Now it is generally written like this. I'm going to read out what is written out here. It says X is such that X has properties P. Let me take the help of this example to explain better. A set A contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We want to represent it in set builder notation. The set contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How to represent it in set builder notation? So what do we know about these numbers? These are all numbers which are natural numbers.
Yes.
They are all less than 8. So let's read this. X is such that X belongs to natural numbers and X is less than 8. I repeat, X is such that X belongs to natural numbers and X is less than 8. Did you get this?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
It says that X colon X has properties P.
It.
So
Tilatama, we don't say colon, we say it. X is such that. So the statement is X is such that. Carry on. Wapas bolo.
So if X is such that it has properties as P.
Yes.
So
No. This is just a statement. Hold it. This is just a statement. We are being more specific out here.
No, I get that, but my question is that in the example, when we write the second property where we are writing that x is less than 8,
Hmm.
why aren't we giving that is such that sign?
No, try to understand. If I read this in Hindi, I will say x एक ऐसा नंबर है जो कि एक नेचुरल नंबर है और x 8 से छोटा है.
Okay.
You understand how to comprehend this statement?
Okay.
x एक ऐसा नंबर है जो कि एक नेचुरल नंबर है और x 8 से छोटा है. x এমন একটা নাম্বার যেটা একটা ন্যাচারাল নাম্বার আর x 8 এর থেকে ছোট.
Okay.
তাই না? Can you try number 2 for me?
Yeah. X is such that x is a natural number and less than 29?
But then 3 will also be a part of your answer, yes or no?
Yes.
Then 5 should also be a part of your answer. 20, 21, 22. There can be lots of answers. But your answer has to be limited to this, specific to this. So I'm sorry, wrong.
Okay, so they're all factors of 28.
Very good. So these are all factors of 28. So x is such that x belongs to natural numbers and x is a factor of 28. तो x कुछ ऐसा है कि x एक नेचुरल नंबर है और ये 28 का एक फैक्टर है. Does it make sense now?
Yes.
Good. Now, write a set C in the set builder form. The set contains 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So if you realize these are all powers of 2. So 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 5. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes.
So the way we write it in a single line using a statement, x कुछ ऐसा है, x is such that x is equal to 2 के power में n. So I repeat, x is such that x is equal to 2 to the power n, where n belongs to natural numbers and n का value lies between 1 to 5, including both.
Yes.
So 2 का power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are 5 answers. If you got it absolutely clear, then only I take it forward.
Yes. Yes. I got that. Yeah.
Great. Achha, just the way we work, we need to know this. All the topics that we will be doing in a class pertaining to that, relevant to that, all the solved examples, all the exercises, all the questions in the exercises are your homework. So before we meet next class, you are supposed to complete all of them and then we sit for the next. Today's is just an interaction with you to understand what pace we take the class at. Our general classes are much longer. Today will be a short class, just to explain what is the tempo of the class. Okay?
Okay.
So let's carry. ये वाला ट्राई करते हैं.
The ninth one?
No, I'm selecting a couple of sums for you. Try this and try this. I mean to say, identify इसका आंसर right hand side में क्या होगा and इसका आंसर left hand side में क्या होगा. This is kind of match the columns.
For number 2, it would be D.
Excellent. D is the correct answer.
And it would be 1 for C.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Answer is correct. Good. So as I said, there will be some exercises ये आपको करना है. I'm moving on to the next topic so that you have ample amount of work to work upon. Now, as I was discussing a few minutes early, that there can be a set which does not have any elements. Such sets are known as void set or empty set. Example, a set containing a natural number between 2 and 3. So there is no natural number between 2 and 3. So it's an empty set. An empty set is represented by this sign. याद रहेगा?
Yes.
It's called phi, phi.
Okay.
A number which is less than 5 but greater than 7, ऐसा कोई number है? 5 से छोटा, 7 से बड़ा?
No.
Not possible. Null set.
Not possible.
Clear? Good. What is a singleton set? A set containing just a single element is called a singleton set. I'll take an example for you. एक ऐसा set जिसके अंदर में खाली one element लिखा हुआ है, let's say 4. This is a singleton set. So if capital A equal to a set containing 4, then capital A is a singleton set. Make sense?
Yes.
Let's take a couple of examples to understand this thing better. This is a singleton set. What is the element present in the singleton set?
0.
0. Very good. Now x square is equal to 4. So x is equal to plus minus 2 आएगा.
Yes.
But they have given a condition that x belongs to natural numbers. So what is the answer? X equal to
2.
2. So there is a single answer. Singleton set.
Yes.
Finite set, infinite set. A finite set is a set which contains limited number of elements. An infinite set is a set which contains indefinite number of elements. It can carry on. So how many planets in the universe? Finite or infinite?
Finite.
How many stars in the sky?
Infinite.
Infinite. People in a country?
Finite.
Finite. It might be a large number, but finite. It can be calculated,
Finite.
right?
Yes.
Good. Equal sets. So we'll need to understand two terms over here. Number one, equal sets, and number two, equivalent sets. Can you please repeat?
Equal sets and equivalent sets.
Absolutely correct. So let us take an example. There is a set A which contains 1, 2, 3. There is a set B which contains 1, 2, 3 again. There is a set C which contains 7, 8, 9. Now, my first question is, how many number of elements are there in A?
In A, there are 3.
Yeah, absolutely correct. ये जो लिखने का तरीका है ना, small n bracket में A equal to 3, we read this as number of elements in A. The technical name for this is cardinal number of A.
Okay.
Repeat the term, please.
Cardinal number of A.
Cardinal number of A. Very good. It is also abbreviated as cardinality of A. Cardinality of A. So can you tell me what is the cardinality of B?
3.
Excellent. And what is the cardinality of C?
It's 3.
Absolutely correct. Now, the funda is, the concept is, if number of elements in A is equal to number of elements in B, then we say A and B are equivalent sets. Is this making sense to you?
Yes.
So, can I say A and B are equivalent sets?
Yes.
Very good. Can I say A and C are equivalent sets?
Yes.
Correct. Can I say B and C are equivalent sets?
Yes.
Correct. Now, what is the concept of equal sets? If A and B are equal, that means every element in A and B should be identical. मतलब can A and C be equal sets?
No.
Can B and C be equal sets?
No.
Can A and B be equal sets?
Yes.
बात समझ में आया?
Yes. But do the positions matter?
Good question. I'll tell you something regarding this. मान लो मैंने एक सेट लिखा A equal to 1, 2, 3 एंड आपने एक सेट लिखा B equal to 3, 2, 1, right? Possible?
Yes.
Now the concept of set says you should always write a set in ascending order, छोटा से बड़ा. There is no rule.
Okay.
This is a suggestion from mathematicians. So basically these two are the same.
Okay.
ठीक है? कभी भी सेट को हम लोग randomly लिखते ही नहीं है. We write it in some order. It doesn't have to be ascending order, but any order that you are comfortable with. But it has to be in an order.
Okay.
You might have understood so far कि set पढ़ने का कारण ही यही है कि we want to become ordered, right? We want to become a bit more arranged. So obviously set के elements को तो arrange करके रखेंगे ही रखेंगे. In fact, a very interesting element is displayed on the screen. Look at this. Look at this. What is it written?
1, 1, 2, 2, 3.
But when you write it in a set, you only write 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Look at this. This is 1, 2, 3, which is equal to 2, 1, 3, which is also equal to 3, 2, 1. So that question answered? Hello?
Hello?
Ah,
I'm
here?
sorry, I didn't get the last one.
Did you not get the last part?
Yes, I didn't get the last one.
Okay, okay. So I said that if a set contains repeated numbers, we count the number only once.
Okay.
So let's say you go to a hotel and you want to order cold drinks. So if there are two people, we don't say give me cold drinks, right?
Right.
We say provide us cold drinks. So it's understood कि दोनों एक लेंगे.
Right.
So sets में we don't repeat elements. And the other thing that I mentioned was a set with 1, 2, 3 is the same as 2, 1, 3, and that is the same as 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
What is your full name? Sorry, Tilottama? Chaudhary.
Tilottama Chaudhary. Yes.
Okay. So Tilottama Chaudhary is the same as Chaudhary Tilottama.
Yes. Okay.
So that was about equal sets, equivalent sets. I've already mentioned this term.
Yeah.
Now, last concept for today, we'll try to understand the concept of subsets. Subsets. What is the meaning of the word sub?
It's part of the set.
Sub word का मतलब होता है it's a part, a small हिस्सा, a smaller part basically. So can I say West Bengal is a subset of India?
Yes.
Can I say Kolkata is a subset of West Bengal?
Yes.
Can I say Bagbazar is a subset of Kolkata?
Yes.
Can I say your building is a subset of Bagbazar?
Yes.
Basically, that is how the hierarchy is maintained. Make sense?
Yes.
Now, three different terms I will be explaining to you. Subsets. A subset is a chota set. मतलब, if there is a set A, and the set A contains three elements, 1, 2, 3, then what are the subsets of A?
1, 2, and 3.
No, try again. Only one.
Okay. Only 1, only 2, and only 3.
Very good. Think again.
1 2 2 3 1 3.
Excellent. 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 3. Now think again.
1 2 3 itself is a subset.
Good. It is also a subset. Absolutely, it is. Think again. A null set.
No, I can't come up.
Null set.
Okay, another.
Okay. So let me break this up for you. When I want to purchase something, let's say I want to purchase pen, paper, pencil from the market. Pen, paper, pencil. It is possible कि हम सिर्फ पेन खरीद के घर आ जाए.
Yes.
I could come back home only with a pencil. I could come back home only with a. I forgot the third one. Paper.
Paper.
हाँ. So it is also possible कि हम दो आइटम लेके आ जाए. Pen, pencil, pen, paper, paper, pen.
Yes. Yes.
It is possible that I bring all three back home, pen, paper, and pencil. But it is also possible that I come back home empty-handed.
Yes.
So these are 8 possibilities. They are all known as subsets.
Yes.
So
Okay.
there are 8 subsets of A. How many subsets of A?
8.
Now, if all these subsets, listen to me carefully, if all these subsets are put into a new set, एक नया बड़ा सेट जिसके अंदर में सारे सबसेट्स को एक साथ रख दें, so that new subset is called power set of A.
Okay.
So what is the power set of A?
All subsets of A.
Very good. It is a set containing all the subsets of A.
Yes.
It is a new set containing all the subsets of A.
Yes.
Now, a new term, proper subset. Now, देखो यहाँ पे हम लोग कितना सबसेट लिखे,
8.
right? Out of these subsets, there was one set which was the original set. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes.
If you remove this, if you remove the set which was the original subset, so the set now available to you is called the proper subset.
Okay.
So proper subset is a subset which does not contain the original set.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
is 1 a subset of A?
Yes.
Then A is the superset of 1.
Okay.
It's like father-child relationship.
Okay.
Next, number of subsets is always equal to 2 raised to the power n. Number of subsets is always 2 raised to the power n. For example, there are 3 number of terms in this question. A has 3 number of terms, 3 elements.
Yes.
So how many subsets will A have?
2 to the power 3.
And therefore my answer 8 number of subsets था याद है?
Yes.
So if a set has 5 elements, how many subsets will it have?
2 to the power 5,
मतलब
which is 64.
32.
32. 32. Sorry, 32.
32 is it. Now, इस subset में या इस case में how many number of subsets will be there?
In which case?
This one, A equal to 1, 2, 3. How many number of proper subsets will be there?
7.
Very good. So number of proper subsets is equal to number of subsets minus 1. Is this clear?
Yes.
So this is the concept of subsets. Clear?
Yeah.
Great. Now, how do we represent? ध्यान से देखो. A is written like this. ये A है. Now my question is, if this is B, is A a subset of B?
Yes. No, B. Yes, A is a subset of B.
तो हम लोग ऐसे लिखते हैं. Is A equal to B? No,
No.
A is not equal to B. Next, अगर ये A है और ये B है, तो my question is, does 2 belong to A?
Yes. Yes.
Of course it belongs to A. ये देखो 2 है तो A में.
Yes. 2 belongs to A.
Does this belong to A?
Yes.
No. Try to understand. This is not an element. This is a subset.
Okay.
A subset, I mean, you can write 2 will be a subset of A. I don't mind at all. But you cannot write this 2 belongs to A. Do you understand the difference?
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Great. Now, you need to practice this, understand this, play with the concepts, go through the exercises, practice well, and then let me know. We'll plan about the next classes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Was everything comfortable? Did you understand all the concepts?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Anything in particular that you would like to ask again?
No, not at the moment.
Fine. Thank you then. See you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care next time.